Welcome to the Magical Portal, where we talk about how we create magic in our photos.
And today we're going to talk about northern lights, and especially northern lights in combination with portraits, taking portraits underneath the northern lights. So if you're keen to try northern lights, or especially northern lights portraits, then I think you will love today.
And where I live in southern Sweden, we don't get that much northern lights, but this was like 2 years ago, and we got a red northern light, which isn't that common. Often it's just like a green bow where I live. So I headed out with my sword and my cape, of course, and I was so stressed out because this lasted for like 10 minutes, but I was very lucky to get like these stripes of red northern lights. And where I live, there is also a lot of light pollution, so I didn't need any extra lights with me. The light on the cape is from like a nearby house or something, which is good that I don't need to have extra light, but it's also very sad that it's so polluted with light. Yeah, you have much better where you live.
But I think it's really incredible that I often find when I see pictures from the side, it's more red. And I remember we talked about this, that it's almost like you are watching the northern lights from afar, because you're in the very south of Sweden. You're almost as south in Sweden as you can get. Whereas I am in the north of Sweden. And when I see the northern lights, it's very often from underneath. Like the northern lights is above me, whereas when you see it, it's like from afar. So you see it on the horizon, which when you do get the northern lights, it's almost easier to make a great composition if it's on the horizon versus if it's above you, especially if you're doing portraits, I think.
Yeah. But you have managed to capture some amazing portraits under the northern lights anyway.
Yes, I'm actually shooting towards the north, which is not so common for me, because if the northern lights is really strong, I usually have to face south. So when people learn about the northern lights and they want to go out and shoot the northern lights, everyone is saying, oh, look towards north, which makes sense, but it also depends on where you live, I suppose.
Yes.
So yes, I often I don't always go for the strongest or the most beautiful northern lights. I'm very blessed. I'm very lucky to live where I live. We get a lot of northern lights. But the strongest northern lights when I took this picture was actually behind me. But it was easier to make a composition with the northern lights if I was shooting to the north, because this was so strong. I reckon this was probably one of the nights when you could have seen it in Skåne as well.
Yeah, and it was probably cloudy here then.
Well, yeah, that happens here as well. I think so. The biggest challenge this night, it was really, 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 really windy. So the shutter speed is 3.2 seconds, meaning anything that is moving will get blurry. So I prefer to shoot with the northern lights if it's no wind at all, because then it's easier. Like even if you have just trees, the trees will look very blurry if it's windy. And for 3 seconds, it's like even if you try to stay really still, it's difficult, even for a person. So just like one branch that goes a little bit, it will make the picture blurry. So I think you can see on the dress that it's a little bit blurry, but it's okay.
And also if the northern lights is moving very fast, it can also get kind of blurry. So if you have longer shutter speeds.
Yes, definitely. And I think this picture, sorry. I was just going to say about the focus, because that's one of the most commonly asked questions that I get. I usually try to place the manual focus on the stars, because it just feels it almost feels like the person is cut, like copy pasted into the picture if the stars behind are too blurry. But this one, I actually do think I put the focus on the person, because I was taking the picture of someone else rather than a self-portrait. So yeah, on this one, I think the focus is on her. Otherwise, I would usually go for the stars. Yeah.
And this is actually a picture of you when I went to visit. Yeah. And we got some northern lights, and you had this lantern, which was very, very faint. If it was like a normal lantern where it was supposed to be bright so you can actually see something, that would mean that it would be very overexposed. It wouldn't be like a good exposure for the whole photo. So
I have the lantern here.
Oh, you have? Yeah.
Do you want me to show it?
Yes. It's so faint. It's useless if you're not taking pictures because you can't see.
It's like you can hardly tell.
Yeah. It's just like this faint little.
Yeah. It's like on a distance you cannot tell. It's almost like a tea light.
Yeah. But it's perfect when you're out like this in the middle of the night and you want sunlight and also the night sky with the northern lights and the stars. So we got really lucky this night because I wasn't visit for very long, and we got this clear sky, northern lights, stars. Yeah, but it was freezing cold. I remember I was.
Oh, it was so cold.
Yeah, but it turned out beautiful. I love this.
Yes, so this was a night where it was really hazy. I think you can almost tell if you look at the sky that it's not super clear. And this is a picture where I did place the focus on the stars, but I walked far enough so I would kind of also be in focus. So this is a self-portrait because no one wants to follow me out. Well, hardly anyone wants to come out, also because it's really, it's not, you can't really call someone and say, hey, Thursday in 3 weeks, when 17:22, 5:20, then we will shoot some northern lights. It's impossible. And since I do love to take pictures of the northern lights, but I just feel like something is missing if there isn't something in it, like a person. I like to take portraits. So yeah, I very often use myself as a model, especially with the northern lights. It's cold, I can be out for hours, and sometimes you're out and no northern lights show up. So yeah, this was just a beautiful night, and again, the most spectacular northern lights was above me, but that's really difficult to shoot. So I tried to go for an exposure if I wanted to frame the northern lights, so it was just I tried to aim for the corner. I wanted the northern lights to go out through the corner, but it was really fast. But yeah,
it's beautiful, and that's the same lantern, I guess, the faint one.
Yes, that's the only lantern I can use with northern lights. I'm also using LED what do you call them, LED candles. So if you take one of those, like the ones that look really realistic, like the candles, like the long white candles, which if they go on battery, then those can also be used when the exposure is, the shutter speed is 5 seconds in this picture, and if you have something that's stronger than like a tea light, like even if you have a normal tea light, it will be too strong.
Yeah. So I will get one of those lanterns that you have because I just have these strong like fairy lights and stuff. It's way too strong for.
It's really difficult. Yeah. And I feel like the faster the shutter speed is, so the faster the northern lights is, since you taking a picture of a movement, but the movement is also a light source. Then you have to adjust the shutter speed for how fast it's moving. So the faster northern lights, the stronger light source you can use. And in the image to the left, the blue one with the red dress, orange dress, then it was also moonlight. So you can see the shadow from me. Then you can also figure out where the moon was. So I absolutely love to take pictures of the northern lights when the moon is out, especially if it's full moon, because then you can see more of the nature.
I was actually about to say that, because I think most people say that, oh, you can't shoot the night sky when the moon is up, but I'm with you, because you get so much more details in the landscape, and if you have a model, and I don't think the moon is something bad at all. I think it brings out so much more details in the photos.
I don't mind if the non-light is faint or weak, but you just have so many more possibilities to play with composition and, you know, the models and placement and stuff if you can see the surroundings. So even if the worst would be if you have the moon where the northern lights is, because then it could kind of get overexposed. So if the position of the moon and the northern lights is in the same spot, then it may be a bit difficult. Depending on how fast the northern lights is. But otherwise I prefer northern lights. Or like in your picture where you have light pollution.
Exactly.
Otherwise it would just be a silhouette, I think.
Yeah, it would.
Just to summarize, if you would like to take some pictures of the non-lights, then if you want to add a light source, use a really weak light source, like a LED candle, or like the lantern that I have, which is also really, really weak, because otherwise it will get overexposed. And if you do have the moon or light pollution, it doesn't need to be anything bad necessarily for your pictures. And even if you live very far south, it's also possible to shoot with the non-lights. You might not have as many opportunities. But to use a light source is a nice way to play with the non-lights and to just take self-portraits, actually. Walk into the frame, because there are not a lot of people who want to join you.
And if you want to see the northern lights and shoot the northern lights, you have to know when to get out. And it's impossible to say when it will appear. But there are several Facebook groups and apps that can predict and have forecasts for northern lights that we use. Check that out. And also, if you're not sure or the forecast says maybe northern lights, get out anyway, because you'll never know. It's a natural phenomenon, so you can't predict when and where exactly. You have to get out. You have to spend sometimes hours waiting, but it's totally worth it. We promise you, it's worth it when it appears.
Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Bye.